Well, good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
I personally am excited that you came out to see us today. I am a vendor at the city of Miramar. I have been for some time. And I was a vendor already when I met Dr. Hollis. And I entered this realm through their professional services pool, something you might want to pick up on. Okay? I'm a small business. I do not have time or the resources to do the hit or miss. You do a single solicitation, you don't get it, you got to go to the next one. My focus is professional service pools. If you don't have one, I'm going to wear your nerves out until I can get one in place. Why? Because you vet me one time. You know my services, you know my pricing, you know my teams, and I've got 3 to 5 years, depending on the pool, to wear you out in terms of who I am, what I can do for you, the value proposition that I bring, and all I need you to do is issue the work order. Let me say that one more time. All I need you to do is issue the work order. How many people like to see work orders come through their email box? Everybody needs to stand an ovation on that.
Oh, yes.
So it is not a one and done. So keep that in mind. If you are in construction, if you are logistics, if you are professional services, whatever business you are in, the first thing you need to ask them is, do you have a service pool for my category? I see nobody writing anything down. Dr. Hollis, maybe we should give them the handouts. What do you think?
I think
we should. You need to have something to write on. I'm recording too, folks. That's I need to give you a disclosure. In the era of social media and content development, I have had to be in the frame of mind where I need to develop content. So this is the disclosure I have for you. It is focused on me up here. Your voice may come through if you ask a question, but I needed to make that disclaimer. I do have the permission of the city to do this. So, without further ado, I want to get started in this because we have an hour. This is an overview. Folks, this is basically a 4.5-hour class that I put on through my company. That I'm going to give you the highlights of it and enough details to be very, very dangerous when you leave here. That's my promise to you, okay? That's my value proposition to you. Because success means being prepared. If you are not prepared, don't come out the house. Because you'll go home disappointed. This is proprietary and it is copyrighted because my business is the intellectual property that I share, whether verbally, visually, or tangibly, which is what you just have. So please guard it. Anybody says, can I get a copy of it? Tell them no, you should have come. Is that hardcore or what? Okay, we're going to cover 3 core areas this afternoon. The first one is the big content evaluation. Are you shelf ready? Are you ready? And evaluate the project opportunities or the client opportunities and culture for your own readiness. This at this point is about you. It's about you. And is this one a good fit for us at our company? And do we have the capacity and capability to move to that number 2? The number 2 part is that actual bid preparation. I'm going to give you some highlights for the budgeting piece, the pricing piece, profitability, fundamentals, building and submitting a competitive bid. I'm going to give you those categories that you need to understand when it comes to building a competitive bid that's successful, that gets the yes, okay? Buyers love it when you don't know your pricing. Do they not, Mr. Amari? you could deliver, and you said you could deliver it at this price. And when you come back talking about, well, you know, we can't really do it that way. They're going to say, well, this is what you bid, and this is what you said. You locked in. So I'm going to talk to you about how we can make sure. And it's up to you to educate the buyer. The more of you that put in a more comprehensive, educated response, the more you educate them, and the more they've got to go back and say, we really need to think this. We really need to rethink this. Right? So you have got to educate your buyers. That's going to be a long, slow process. Because they are used to dealing with folks who don't know their costs. If you don't know your worth, it's to their advantage. Okay? And it's also looking at how many of us have ever won a bid. I'm not going to raise my hand because doesn't apply to me. I know my worth. You got it. And then you realized there's something missing. Woo, okay, that touched somebody. Let the pins all drop in the room. The third section is post-bid. That is part of your cycle. Okay, you didn't get it. Okay. All right. Next time. No, because the marketing piece begins at this point. All right? I didn't get it. So I'm on the phone to Dr. Hollis saying, Dr. Hollis, we didn't get selected. Can I get the tabulation sheet? And I want to schedule a debrief with you. They are obligated to give you a debrief.
And happy to do so.
And happy to do so. What does that also do? It gives you the opportunity to restate your marketing proposition, your value proposition. Understand what they truly are looking for. We did one recently, and it was a frustrating process because the client didn't really know what they were looking for. They gave us an 81-page response of probably 100 pages of questions that were submitted, and all the questions were vague. And they were upset that people didn't give them details in the responses to the solicitation, where we're like, well, you didn't give us detail to respond to you. How can we give you detail if we don't know what you want? And they admitted in the debrief, we didn't really know what we wanted. So I have done debriefs where I have come out with business. So folks, understand this is a hugely, hugely valuable piece of time spent. It can last 15 minutes. It can last an hour. I've had them go that long. Why? Because I was negotiating a contract.